Shooting solo, it was made on a small budget and it was in 2 languages. And most days I was shooting 18, 19, 20 hours. I'm not so
He's not
active.
active at all.
But his hashtags are extremely popular.
Really? What are your hashtags?
It's not like I'm some hashtag like inventor. I just have fun with it. I usually just make fun of myself.
Welcome to Box Office India.
Thank you.
The trailer obviously looks amazing. The songs are amazing. I've read the book,
Amazing.
and I
Which is your
can't
favorite
wait.
song?
The first one, Lucky Charm.
Lucky Charm? Okay.
Yeah.
You know, go first?
No, you go.
I mean, you definitely, I think, have to be at the right time, right place at the right time to get the right movies, to get the right offers. But then, you choosing to do certain things, you choosing to make those choices, that's up to you. And the movie kind of having a good release, no other major competition. I think all of that maybe is luck, but I don't know how to kind of plan these things according to luck. It's, I think, something that we can discuss in hindsight.
Yeah. Sonam?
Well, I think I agree with Dulquer on that. I think there is a little bit of serendipity when it comes to like anything in your life, whether it's love, film, work, anything. You need to be the right place at the right time. Things happen if they're meant to happen, but at the same time, you need to work towards your goals, and if your intentions are right, if you are honest about what you're doing, you work hard enough. If there's a combination of right intentions, hard work, and luck, I think things just work out.
You believe in fate, right?
I do believe in fate.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason, we're born where we're born. We come from certain circumstances. You look a certain way, you have an energy, you have a certain aptitude. I mean, there are like prodigies who can play the violin at 4.
Yeah.
They worked hard, I guess, eventually, but you just have a natural inclination towards that or
Certain
something.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
So, I prefer to have seen it how my director saw it, because I have to treat it like a film.
Right.
And I feel like in the book, maybe the references were a little older, from like
Yeah.
06, 07 maybe, or from her time when she was
Yeah.
an ad exec. And I think in our film, now the cricketers, I think, look a certain way or dress a certain way or are styled a certain way. So I think we were trying to be more current. So I think those references are there in their minds when they're styling me. But generally, the discussions me and Abhishek had were mostly about the character, like what he's like. He's self-made. He's come from a humble background, and he's kind of worked his way up. And he's very principled and he's hardworking. So I just went with all that. I don't think because it's not. Everybody has different images in their head when they read a book.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I can match all that. But I think I went more with the vision of the director.
Okay. Sonam, what about you?
Well,
You read it way before.
I read it way before I read it again.
Yeah.
It's one of those books. It's very easy to read again and again. When I heard the screenplay, obviously there was a lot of stuff which was in the book which is not in the
Absolutely.
screenplay, because it's
Yeah,
like 1 hour 45 minutes.
understandably
And as a fan of the book, I was just like, oh, this wasn't about that. This is not happening. And Abhishek was like, literally, this is a 2-hour film. Do not expect everything in it. But what was great was Anuja has given like an ashirvad to it, where she was there through and through.
Yeah.
So there are certain things that I've like incorporated in my character. One is she's a little overweight. Right now, I was 10 kgs more than what I am right now in the film. I mean, none of these people say that they can't tell. Dulquer's like, you look the same. I was like,
I mean, she never gains weight on her face. So
I was like, that's such a
Really?
guy thing to
Really?
say. I was like,
Yeah, you look
you're the same. I was like,
No, what I'm saying, okay,
Hair to you sort of
do
is
women
different.
like it when we say, oh, you gained a little weight?
I think that's the easier approach.
Yeah.
No, but honestly, I mean, I don't think she gains weight on her face
Yeah.
or like, or whatever we see, your arms and legs. So like, I can't tell,
Yeah.
and like, it's not like Zoya who really fitted clothes or something.
No, I didn't. So I had to look like.
Yeah, so there's no way I could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also my hair was like, I permed my
Yeah,
hair.
because she has curly hair.
She has curly hair, and it calls her Jhadu in the book. So, that was there. Obviously, her relationship with Zorawar is still relevant. Her attraction and her she has a crush on Nikhil Thoda.
yeah.
So that was also like very apparent. She's an ad executive who is going through like a bad time in her work. wondering because there's a lot of voiceover and like mind, like what if you read the book, and I think Anuja uses this tool a lot. Like there's an inner monologue that's going on. So whether it's in like Bitora, whether it's in Zoya Factor and stuff like that, I was like, how do we incorporate that in the film? And I had a conversation with Abhishek because they weren't there in the script initially. And I was like, let's do piece to camera where I break the fourth wall and I kind of like speak into the camera, you know. I was like,
Talk to the audience. Where you speak to the audience.
Or where I speak to the audience, basically. I'm like so break out of the scene. So it's obviously hard for your co-stars as well because like in the middle of like interaction with them, I'm like they freeze and then I suddenly look into the camera and I start talking. But it's also super hard as an actor because you're just like.
It's a button that you need to switch on
and switch off. And but it was an exciting tool for me to use, and I think I kind of used the inner monologue like that, which was fun. Absolutely right. That is absolutely right. I thought he was a freak.
If it's a light day, then you think that it has been.
I think I'm used to doing a lot in a day, especially at shoot. I'm quite lazy when I'm not shooting. But on a film set, I feel like, you know, it's quite draining if you're sitting around a lot. So it's nice if you're kind of on your feet and, you know, because that energy kind of like translates. So when we work over there, it's always, you know, you're trying to get a lot done in a day. The budgets are smaller. So if you have permission to shoot and say in this building, it'll be that expensive and therefore you have to finish it in so many days. So I'm used to that, you know, and like I remember when I was shooting Solo, it was made on a small budget and it was in 2 languages. And most days I was shooting 18, 19, 20 hours. And so I think coming from that, when if we don't do many scenes in a day, I'm just like, what have we done today? We did one scene? That's it? Oh, like, I think I had to get used to that.
Did you tell me this? There was this one scene, I think Dulquer was telling me the story. There's this one scene and I'm reading, I was like, this will take like 2 days to go.
Yeah, so I was like, this is a, you know, guys, this is a 2-day scene. I'm like, it's 2 sides. I can do this before breakfast. Normally. But it's also a scene that was set up, you know, it's a big setup.
Well, if I have to do a commercial film, I think this is the kind of one I would do. Because it's quirky, it has, I think Dulquer is known for his content, right? So he wouldn't choose something that's not content driven. And I think same goes for me. But at the same time, it has to, I also wanted to do something fun, very sweet, easy breezy. Like I didn't want to get into like another like, you know, intense like Padman or Ninja. You know, those are my last 4 or 5 films. And I needed something that would like clutter break for me. I know the audience is used to me doing something like completely hatke, but this was more for me. I think this is for me. I wanted to work with my friends. I wanted to have like, at the same time, I didn't want to like cheat the audience from what they expect, like the kind of cinema they expect from me. But at the same time, I needed that.
But I think it translates well when you want to do it for yourself also.
I hope so. It's just, you know, honestly, it's for girls, this film. You know, you see beautiful looking boys. And then you're beautiful. And then you see, you know, and they see a girl who they kind of, you know, sympathize with or connect with. And they're like, they see the representation of this girl who's like, is a huge mess. She's, you know, very simple and like she has a simple family life and she has a crush on the Indian cricket captain and, you know, like, she sees him on television and she's like, oh my god, he's so cute. And, you know, it's and then, you know, and she has a job and like her boyfriend is like not nice. So all these things are something that young girls are going through, especially urban girls are going through, you know, all over India. And I was just like, yeah, this is fun, you know, and it's like a fairy tale ending and you just, it's fun.
Also, it's kind of like a satire, right? Like you are kind of it's a social satire, which I don't know if you've done. So that could be a new genre of film that you do, also in your list of movies.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm not so
He's not active at all.
But his hashtags are extremely popular.
Really? What are your hashtags?
So you've never seen my page, basically.
I see his page. I look at his pictures. Like his baby. Like
I have fun with my hashtags.
Why have you created hashtags for us?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it. But it's not like I'm some hashtag like inventor. I just have fun with it. I usually just make fun of myself. But you know, it's nice because everybody's on social media. A huge percentage of people, anybody with a phone. So you know, being on that and being out there and telling the audience, hey, this movie is coming out, and you know, we have these vlogs and these are the pictures from our promotions and all this stuff. So I think it really activates everybody, right? And they're getting curious, and then we're being goofy in the vlogs. So they're like, oh, these guys are good fun. Maybe they'll be even more fun on screen. So I think it helps. I think it brings a lot of good luck.
Great.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. There is a takeaway from each character that you play, right? I think you learn something. Like I think Sir Ian McKellen had come recently to India, and he had given a really cool like talk, and he spoke about how each character that he plays goes to a sieve or filter of him, and at the same time, there's something like in a sieve. If you put rice through, you put anything, there's a little bit that gets left behind. In that way, I think each character that I have played, at least, I can speak for myself, has left a slight impact on me, you know, some sort of lesson, whether it's a film or whether it's a character specifically or the people that I work with. So yeah.
I think for sure, but it's mostly during the course of that film, and then you move on to the next. But I've definitely learned something or the other from each character. Like, I mean, I had cricket coaching in this film, which I never did as a kid. So it was nice. I'll be, you know, I'm in my 30s and I'm getting coached, and there's like young kids in the next pitch, kind of like playing 100 times better than me, or like girls from the, you know, women's Indian cricket team, and she's just like knocking it out the park, and I'm just like, wow.
Girls are better at everything.
I know, but I'm saying, she's so much younger, and I'm just useless, and I'm watching her. I'm like, wow, I can't even like do 10% of that. So I'm saying, there's always something you learn, or something you imbibe, or like maybe you shoot a new location, so you discover something new. And there are days where, you know, when you're doing something heavy or dark or intense, where it's really difficult for you, and you are putting a piece of yourself out there. Like when I was shooting Solo, there's a sequence where my wife is pregnant, and she actually doesn't make it through the pregnancy. She loses her life on the OT, and my wife was pregnant, almost delivering at the same time. So when I'm emoting, it's really a part of me. Like I'm being as, I don't think I needed any glycerin or anything. You know, I was genuinely like breaking down. And then I had to go sit in the vanity for like a few hours when they're setting up for the next scene, and I was just out of it, just zoning out. And I remember Bijoy coming, he's like, you know, I didn't realize how close that is to what's happening in your life right now. It's extremely hard. But these are, I think it is amazing when, you know, you can sort of tap into those emotions, you get into all that. So there's always a part of you that you're giving up on screen. And there's also always a takeaway. But I feel like, you know, you have to like kind of look back at all your movies, and you can remember what those were, but you keep moving forward.
Yeah. Great. With that, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Sonam,
Hi, this is Dulquer Salmaan.
and you're watching us on Box Office India. So please like, share, and
subscribe if you like this video.